Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a tarot collective for today. Today is Friday, December 5th, 2025. You may follow me in the text, the two of my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. I was just looking for the full moon because tonight might be the last night to actually see a pretty good full moon there. It's supposed to be like the brightest full moon of the year, something like the most complete, something like that. It was beautiful last night. I could see it from my kitchen window. I'm going to use the Xmas Elf deck, green edition. 78 tarot cards in the Christmas land. Author Mate Hornumber. Artwork Omsen PP. Artist Jajur. I don't know. Like, seriously. It's a cute deck. That's all I know. We got one on the table. Two on the table. Three on the table. Hold on. Ooh. I love when I get updates from all of my social media and it's like, so-and-so shared your post. Okay, great. I don't know who they are, but fabulous. I'm excited. Got 5 on the table. It is such a cute card. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. I'm not hot. I'm actually kind of chilly, but look at how rosy my cheeks are. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. All right, we got 7 on the table. We've got 2 major and 1 major is in reverse. Last shuffle. I thought maybe my Hattie Thorn decks were going to come, but I think it's still a little too early. I know they're in the U.S. I don't know if they're in Chicago yet. It said customs, so I'm assuming customs in Chicago? Or would it be New York? I don't know. I don't know how that works. We got 8 with bottom of the deck. We had 8 cards for the collective. We got 8 cups. We got Ace of Wands. We got the Chariot. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's just energy. You can change it to a king. It don't matter. Moving these over. We got 3 of Cups. We got 9 of Wands. We got the Empress in reverse. And then bottom of the deck, the Magician. Ding, 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 ding. Look at how happy he is. Cute little elf. Sorry, it could be a female. Look at how happy they are. Feminine, masculine, take out resonates. Again, it doesn't matter. So tell me why when the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Chariot fell out, I heard somebody walked away from something or someone. Somebody didn't recognize what was in front of them. Okay? Could be you, could be someone you know, could be somebody else. Could be an ex-lover, could be a family member, could be a friend, could be a neighbor or coworker. I don't know. But with the 8 of Cups, it's like, look at this little elf walking away from these cups. And the cups are full. I mean, they're full of snow, but they're still full. Look at them. Like the little elf is walking away. Why are you walking away? And he kind of looks like it's snowing. It's probably cold, right? It kind of looks like he's hunched over a little bit, like with the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. Like, this is something that came in for this person. Again, whether it's a thing, whether it's an idea, whether it's a person, it kind of gives like divinely guided, like God sent something or someone in for someone and they didn't see it. Like they walked away, they turned away. This is the thing. They walked away from Queen of Pentacles energy. And again, it doesn't matter. You could change it to King. It's of Pentacles energy, okay? It doesn't matter. It's Three of Cups. Like somebody walked away from something or someone very beneficial. You know? Like this could be somebody walking away from a job opportunity that they should have taken. And this could be somebody walking away from their love of their life, but they didn't look at them like that. They didn't see them for who they were. Because with the Three of Cups, like this person should be rejoicing. They should literally be rejoicing, but look at them. Like this elf looks kind of angry, right? It's like the Empress in reverse. Like whoever this person is, they're in the reverse. It put them in the reverse. And you can change that to Emperor. It doesn't matter. And again, when I see the Magician, like it just gives like this was supposed to be something for somebody. Like, or this is supposed to be someone, like a soulmate. Or a twin flame that really was supposed to work out. And somebody just like, they just turned their back on it. They turned their back on it. And then they realized after the fact, like, oh shit. And now they're in the reverse. Listen, this readers have been telling this story since the beginning of time. This is nothing new. How many times have I probably walked away from a person that would have been good for me? Whether it's a lover, a friend, a family member. How many times have I walked away from somebody that probably would have been good for me? Probably more than I can count. Yeah, because look at that. Like the Ace of Wands. It's like, look at God's hand reaching down with a gift. When I look at Santa, I look at Santa as like God, the divine, spirit, universe, whatever you want to call them. Like, hey, we got this coming in for you. We got somebody coming in for you. And then this person just like, no, I don't think this is my person. I don't think this is the job I'm supposed to be at. I don't think this free house that I got from a deceased relative was, like I'm just going to sell it or give it to somebody else. It gives that feel like somebody really not recognizing what was meant for them. Again, you don't have to say it's a person. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a career, right? Like it could be anything. Like people walk away from all kinds of stuff every day, right? This could, I'm going to give you an example, but this is just an example, but somebody could have been debating with themselves, oh, am I going to go for a walk after work today? And they don't go. They decide, nah, like it was raining earlier, it might be wet, the path might be kind of icky. Like, no, I'll just go home. I'll walk tomorrow if it's dry. But here's the thing. If they had gone on that trail, they would have met a couple that was selling puppies, and they could have bought a puppy for their kid for Christmas. Or they could have met a man on that trail, and that's their soulmate. Or they could have talked to a woman and gotten a job opportunity where they could make more money. Like it just gives that energy, like I turned my back on something. And it's deliberately, yes, but at the same time, like thinking it's not a big deal. Like, like I said, like, no, I'm not going to walk today. It was raining earlier. The path might be wet. I'll go tomorrow. Right? It's like that. Like, no, it's okay. It's fine. Like, it'll be there tomorrow. Like somebody being like, no, it's okay. Like, there'll be another one. And it's like literally God being like, no, like this would have brought somebody this. Instead, they got this. Okay, I don't know why. Like, I heard the word soup. I saw carrots. uh, yes, the carrots could have been in the soup, but I heard soup and I saw carrots. Like, carrot, like an actual carrot that you would clean and cut up. I just heard Tesla. Maybe somebody has a Tesla. Maybe somebody wants a Tesla. Okay, so I just heard beanie, but then I saw a bee. Like the insect, like a bee. I heard the word beanie, but then I saw a bee. Beanie is a very common like nickname. Like I named our cat, mine and my ex-husband's cat, Harley. Like I call her Beanie or Beaner. No, it's not meant to be racist. She's just a little cute, tiny little bean. My ex-husband's nephew, youngest nephew, they call Bean because he's like a big, tall, skinny guy, like a beanpole. So they call him Bean. Bean is a beanie, probably a pretty common nickname. But for some reason I heard it and then I saw a bee. Maybe somebody's allergic to bees. Or somebody keeps bees. I don't know. Somebody likes bees. So here's the deal. The reason why we get readings like this is you should always follow your intuition. Always. You should always follow your intuition. But that's the thing, right? Like some people don't. And some people don't acknowledge the fact that like maybe they got the inkling to accept this gift and then they were like, nah, something else will come along. Something better will come along, right? And I'm just of the opinion that like you don't throw away like God's gift. If if that, oh, pardon me. And I can use this as an example too. You guys know I always use myself as an example. So when I was separated, but before I got divorced, before I stopped talking to the ex-best friend, she introduced me to a man who was friends with her sister, who she supposedly, my ex-best friend, supposedly had like a one-nighter with like years ago. Now, when I saw this man at my ex-best friend's sister's Labor Day party, I did a double take. I've never done a double take on another human being in my life, I don't think. At least not to that point. There was something about him. Like I could like feel it in the air, if that makes sense. Around him, around me. We got introduced, right? We didn't really chit chat or anything at the party, but we had a couple interactions, okay? He seemed interested in me, he didn't seem interested in me, whatever the case. A week later, not even a week later, like 4 days later, he sends me a friend request on Facebook. I say something to my ex-best friend. She's like, well, why wouldn't you be friends with him? So I friend him. We start talking. We talk for probably like 2 or 3 weeks, okay? Back and forth. Texting, instant messenger. We end up meeting. We end up having basically like an affair, okay? A sexual affair. Friends with benefits, casual, whatever you want to call it. We do this for about 2 months. I always go to him in Wisconsin, okay? We do this for about 2 months. I don't hear from him for a month. I wish him a Merry Christmas. He wishes me a Merry Christmas back. But it was very dismissive. And I was like, okay, so this is over. Like I hadn't heard from him, like literally had not heard from him for a month. So I already, in my mind, like it was already over. I sent him the Merry Christmas to be nice, right? Because again, it was just like a friends with benefits, a casual, if you will. I had ordered him a Christmas gift that was late. It was back ordered. They ended up sending it. It arrived a week after New Year's. Now, I never wished him a happy New Year's, and he did not wish me a happy New Year's. But about a week after New Year's, I get a text from him saying, thank you for the Christmas gift. Okay. I didn't tell anybody I ordered him a Christmas gift, and I'm pretty sure it did not have my name on there. It was addressed to him. It was sent to his address. I don't know how he would have figured it was for me. Anywho, I invite him over to my place for 3 days. I'm like, if you want to hang out, you can come over. Like, I'm not, at this point, like, I'm not going to him. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not making any more effort because I already did that for 2 months. And then dead silence for a month, right? A little over a month at that point. So, he never shows. He says he's going to come over. He never shows. The whole weekend, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, never shows. Everybody likes this comment that I put on Facebook. Anywho, I shouldn't say everybody has like 10 likes on there, but we end up getting into an argument because I tell him, like, because we end up having like a late night, early morning conversation, like midnight, 1 a.m., something like that. And I end up telling him, I'm like, well, I thought, like, I mean, this is over, right? Like, we broke up like a month and a half ago at that point. And I told him, I said, there's nothing here for me. I said, like, it's a very one-sided relationship, even for friends with benefits, even, for casual. Like, I always have to come to you. I'm the one wasting my gas. I'm the one wasting my time. Like, I always have to wait for you, like, you never make any effort. I'm like, so it's just doesn't work for me. He got mad and he was basically yelling at me through text. So I said, you know what, like, this was done like a month and a half ago. Like, have a good life. I hope you find, whomever you're looking for, blah, blah, blah. Now, when I started healing and going through all that stuff, after the fact, months later, I came to the conclusion that this was my twin flame. I came to the conclusion that I was sent there to kind of change him of his ways, okay? And we were supposed to end up together. He's got issues. He's got like mental health issues. Like, if I went and looked at I was friends with him. I followed him on Instagram, Facebook, I think even TikTok at the time. I don't remember. He's still on there. He's on all of those. I don't follow him. I don't have him blocked, but I don't follow him. I don't have anything to do with him. He sometimes shows up on my TikTok. I assume he's watching. I don't know. I don't care. I denounced him with God. Like I said, if this is my twin flame, like, I don't want him. Like, I don't want him in this lifetime. And if for some reason I have to come back in another lifetime, I don't want him then either. I said, I want him gone. Like, let him go be somebody else's twin flame. There's something like wrong with him. Never mind the fact that I came to realize, like, he was in a not in a relationship, but you know what I mean, in a friends with benefits with me, and he was doing something with the ex-best friend, probably on and off for a long time. Like, they're like, what? No, like, twin flame. Like, in my mind, I like to think that, like, God sent me to him to help him, but he just wasn't ready, and I had to move on. That's what this kind of like reminds me of. Like somebody being sent a gift from God and just being like, oh, well, that's not what that is, right? And just walks along, right? Like, this guy just thought I was an ass, probably. Like, oh, we're just friends with benefits. The fake twin flame. I call him the fake twin flame. There's no such thing as a fake twin flame, but the twin flame. He accused me of being in love with him and being upset because I was in love with him and he wasn't in love with me. Yet I, quote unquote, broke up with him, even though there really wasn't anything to break up. And I walked away. Y'all, in January, it will be 3 years. I have not talked to this man. It'll be 3 years in January. In October or November of this year, it was 3 years since I talked to the ex-best friend. I have no intention of going back to either one of them. They don't mean, yeah. I shouldn't say that about the ex-best friend, but the guy, the twin flame, he doesn't mean anything to me. He was just some other guy, he's just some guy. It wasn't until after the fact that when I looked at our connection that I felt like it was a twin flame connection. I still feel like it was a twin flame connection. We just weren't meant to be together. That's why, I always say I went to God and I said, can you release me from this? Because I don't want to have anything to do with this idiot. He's an idiot. I say that as nicely as possible. Anyway, that's what this gives. It gives, like, God literally handing somebody like the best thing or the best person that could have been in their life, and they just rejected it. They walked away. I think I'm going to leave it there. Because I could keep rambling on. I could keep giving you examples, but you already know. I mean, this is not anything like new. And other than like the little messages I got, the bee and the, yeah. I hope it resonated for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you're entertained. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.